3 different air fryers,
7 different types of French fries.
Are you ready for a French fry throwdown? Hey everybody, this is Dylan.
And this is Reebs.
We thought it was time to do an experiment with our various air fryers because we have too many. We want to get rid of some, but we don't know which. Maybe we'll keep them all.
Maybe we will, Dill.
The Sakura air fryer came from Reebs when she moved in last year, and I had the Tefal ActiFry.
That's right, Dill. And then we acquired the Breville this year, after we pined over it from a visit at Chef AJ's. The one where, coincidentally, you popped up from right under the counter.
My prayers have been answered!
We're gonna do 3 different types of experiments today with 3 different types of French fry cuts. The first one's gonna be a standard raw cut French fry shape.
Our second is going to be a pre-cooked and then refrigerated version that we'll cut into wedges.
And the third type today is gonna be a large block of mashed potato that we're gonna lovingly dice into French toast style strips. And we got this idea from Janine of Potato Wisdom.
But before we jump in, let's meet our air fryers. Weighing in at the least number of pounds between the 3 air fryers is the Tefal ActiFry, currently retailing at around $140. This air fryer features my favorite feature, this stirring flap function. It's got a paddle in there that's constantly stirring whatever you're air frying so that you never have to come back and flip it or rotate it or anything else. The downside though is that it's literally just on or off. There's no temperature setting, there's no function setting. It does one thing. It either air fries and turns or it is just off in your cupboard. We'll see how it holds up in the taste test.
Weighing in at about 114 pounds, we have the Sakura air fryer. This air fryer is your run-of-the-mill air fryer that is pretty standard as far as function and size, produced by many other brands. Retailing currently at about $80, this air fryer features a temperature gauge, timer, and a pull-out drawer, along with a pretty useless drawer shelf. We believe this is the most standard air fryer that most people have in their homes.
Weighing in at a lot of pounds, this is the Breville Smart Oven Air. Retailing currently at around $400, this device features a multitude of functions, including baking, the air frying, toasting, and several others like a dehydrator, which we have not used and I'm not sure if we will. Great for air frying, but this device does just about everything your convection oven can do, and it preheats in half the time. But it is on your countertop forever. It's like a part of your family now. You will always see it. It will never hide from sight. And now that we've met our air fryers, it's time to move on to experiment number 1.
Experiment number 1 uses raw fries, pre-cut by our Breville sous chef food processor. We had to use raw fries for this one because the Tefal has a paddle that just turns pre-cooked potatoes into mush. We simply peeled the potatoes, sent them through the food processor, and placed them in the air fryer. Let's check with Dylan to see how things are looking.
Each air fryer's been going for about 25 minutes or so. Here's the Sakura. Oh Christ. We went a little bit long on this one, but you know, I'd still eat them. Let's jump over to the Tefal ActiFry, shall we? These are looking good. You can see that the paddle is giving them a nice turn. They're not done, but they're looking very nice. I think these are gonna be pretty tasty, but they do obviously need more time than the other air fryer. Let's check out the Breville. Ooh, those are looking pretty good. They stuck a little bit. Well, Reebs, the 3 fries are done. We've ruined some and others look great. Should we taste them? So we have the Sakura, which we sabotaged.
This was a user error.
We know it makes good fries.
But do you think it would make these fries good if we did it in an appropriate amount of time?
We'll never know. Here are the Tefal ActiFry fries.
The Tefal ActiFry fries look like legit fries.
The air frying is so consistent because of the paddle. It's pretty nice.
I love these fries.
I love these Well Your World sauces.
We do have Well Your World sauces. We have Indian, ketchup, and barbecue. Okay, the Breville look iffy. The Breville looks like a mixture between the Tefal and our burnt Sakura fries.
Yeah, because it's just not quite consistent. Like they needed a turn, but with the French fry cut from the Breville sous chef, they're all pretty small and they kind of mash together. I wouldn't give that a rave review.
So the Tefal surprisingly impressed me this round.
I used to eat just bowls of fries out of that thing like this. I can't say that I'm comfortable getting rid of the Tefal ActiFry at this point.
So for the Sakura air fries, I don't even want to give those a rating.
It wouldn't be fair if we screwed up.
For the Tefal air fries, I'd like to give those like a 9.
I could give those a 9.
Yeah. I think that they're really crunchy and that they're most reminiscent of real fries.
The paddle sort of broke them up a bit, so I feel like they were smaller fries, but the consistency and texture was spot on.
The Smart Oven Air, I'd give it like a 4 or a 5.
Third place, right? Even the Sakura, we know would do better than that. With a larger potato, it might do better.
Only one way to find out.
Let's do it. Experiment number 2 uses pre-cooked potatoes. Let me explain. What we did was we took some russets, we washed them, we threw them into the Instant Pot with the trivet and a little bit of water, and we cooked them on high for 12 minutes, natural release. We then let them cool down on the counter and then threw them in the refrigerator overnight because we've heard that some magical chemistry thing occurs with these types of potatoes, and if you leave them in the fridge overnight, they make like amazing fries. So we wanted to try that. We took them out of the refrigerator, cut them into wedges or like steak fries, and then threw them into the Sakura and the Breville Smart Oven. We weren't going to throw these into the Tefal ActiFry because we figured the paddle is just going to beat them up into mashed potato balls, but we could try it. You never know.
Reebs on the scene here. Our air fryers have been going for about 25 minutes. Let's see how they're doing. Sakura is looking rather crispy. Almost done. We did indeed think it would be a funny idea to throw a few in the Tefal, so let's check those out too. Surprisingly not extremely destroyed, but they did break apart a little bit. And for the Breville, they're looking okay, but they're not as far along as the other air fryers. We'll check back with you when our fries are complete.
Round 2, Reebs, what do you say? Should we try these potatoes?
Yeah, honestly, they all kind of look very similar.
We were wrong, right? The Tefal ActiFry can do what pre-cooked wedges just fine. They did not turn to mush.
They didn't turn to mush.
And we only did a few, but I think we could have done a lot. I think we could have done a full load.
Yeah, for sure.
See, the thing with these fries, with wedges, with really all oil-free fries, is you need to eat them right out of the oven. You can't, these didn't finish all at the same time. So the Sakura and the Tefal have been sitting for a minute. We just took the Breville out, so I'm kind of tempted to just try the Brevilles.
And we started the Breville at 400 to be fair, but then we were like, that doesn't make sense. We should use each machine to the extent that it can be used.
So I'm going to try the Brevilles. They're good, but they're also the hottest. This is where the Breville shines.
Is being able to do a large load.
That's where it shines. Large load. They don't need much attention.
Also, for the Breville, we have 2 baskets. I think we counted how many were in the Sakura. It was like, what, 15? And 1 basketful in the Breville held 39.
I was going to get rid of the Tefal, and I'm not anymore. That thing's going to stay with me forever. For me, they're all just kind of like 6s.
Really? Because I was going to say that I would just give all 3 a solid 7.
That works for me.
It's a tie round.
You're just not going to get me going to the trouble of pre-cooking the potatoes and then cooling them overnight and then making fries the next day out of them. It's just not going to happen. I don't care enough. What do you say? Should we move on to our 3rd and final experiment?
Yes, we should.
Let's do it.
Experiment number 3 uses pre-cooked mashed potatoes that we refrigerated overnight and cut into a bit of a French toast stick shape. To do that, we pre-washed the potatoes and placed them directly in the Instant Pot with a cup of water and cooked it on high for 15 minutes. We then mashed the potatoes with a potato masher and put them in a rectangular Tupperware, smashing them down and making them nice and smooth on top. We placed them in the refrigerator to cool overnight, then took them out and then cut them like this. We then put them into the air fryers and we'll see how they're doing.
We're checking in with round 3. How are the Sakuras looking? Oh, those look like some nice mashed potato fries. Those babies are ready to go. We threw a couple into the Tefal ActiFry just for fun because we knew it would be a train wreck. And sure enough, it was. That looks real bad. Those are looking pretty nice. I think they're ready too. What do you say, Reebs?
Look good to me.
Okay. Well, here we go with trying our mashed potato fries. One of our favorite ways to do fries.
The Sakura and the Breville look the same again. And we did salvage like a few nuggets out of the Tefal, but that was not the way to go.
I'm gonna try the Sakura first. I'm doing it with a little barbecue. Good texture, good crunch, cooked through. Definitely the best fry of the day. Other than the Tefal ones from round 1.
I love this method of cooking them.
Now let's try the Breville. What do you think of the Breville? And what you're gonna say it. Go ahead.
This one's not as crunchy.
Not as crunchy. The Sakura wins. The Breville just didn't nail it. Sakura wins round 3 for me.
Don't get me wrong, by no means are we getting rid of the Breville. That thing is so amazing.
Even if the Breville didn't have an air fry function, it's useful for us because we use it on the cooking show. And we use it for all the little small batch baking and all kinds of things to make a pizza, whatever. So I love the Breville. Also, the capacity of the Breville is dramatically larger than the Secura.
Dramatically larger.
I wouldn't buy the Breville Smart Oven Air just to be an air fryer. I would rate the Secura mashed potato fries an 8.5.
Ooh, 8.5?
Because I can't call it a 9 because my favorite are the first round of the Tefal ActiFry fries. Those were the best ones.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving anything else that rating. Well, this is the best the Breville's done out of all 3 rounds.
What would you give the Breville fries?
A 7. So overall, I love the Breville for its ovening. And it's handy, it's small, it heats up fast, it doesn't heat up your whole house. There are tons of things that were not the purpose of this video to discuss about the Breville.
Right.
We were just checking out how it makes fries compared to the others. And it is not a $400 air fryer. It is just not good enough to have that label. What say you? How do you make fries? Did we do a good job?
Is there a way to cook fries that we didn't try?
Tell us in the comments down below.
Thanks for watching this video.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.